There's a dark horse on that list, and there's a guy that's been calling for all the smoke. He's been waiting extremely a long time to get his shot at the world title, and that's Arnold Barboza.
Arnold Barboza.
Arnold Barboza.
Arnold Barboza.
Arnold Barboza.
Arnold Barboza. Arnold Barboza.
Arnold Barboza.
Arnold Barboza Jr. defends his title.
I think that he rightfully deserves to get a shot.
A lot of people are not morning persons, but I am. I'm even like my days off on Sunday, I'm up early. Even like when I'm not training, I'm just up early. You just got to think about, the fight. You got to think about, your family. You got to think about why you're doing it, and that's what motivates you, what motivates me. A lot of people use their kids as excuses, like at a way out and stuff, but I use them as motivation, you know what I'm saying? So I use them a lot, and then just got to think, man, I got this far, not being lazy, it was just hard work. So I figured, I got to keep doing it to get farther.
Nothing was given to him. Everything, he earned it. I mean, in the early stage of his career, he had a night job. And that's very hard, working all night. You get out of work and you're at late by 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. You go run, you sleep for a while, you get up, you go to the gym, finish, shower, eat, and go back to work. I mean, he did that for at least 7 or 8 fights until he got signed, actually.
When I run, I think about my kids a lot. And then there's time where I think about the fight. I'm like, all right, I picture the fight, what's happening, and then I picture what round I'm in, and I'm just like, okay, boom, we gotta pick it up, that's the heart rate. And then I start, sometimes I picture the rounds, in my head, I'm like, okay, so, I gotta pick it up, mess with my heart rate right here, and then, all right, 30-second break, okay, pick it up again, It's just a lot of stuff going through my mind all the time. It's just different every time when I run. So as long as it's my kids and boxing, it's good. I pride myself in taking care of myself year round. So we eat good. I mean, I eat in the morning, my breakfast, my eggs, whatever. My mom's usually here, my girl, but that's my dad right now. And then I do, right after training, I eat a meal, and then I'll eat something before I go to sleep as well. This is what I really want to eat right here. My chef's not here. Yeah, my dad's putting a double shift right now, so he's been taking care of me. It's pretty, it's cool, but can't wait for mom to come down.
We really miss my wife. She actually the chef for my son for the majority of all his training camps. Unfortunately, she's a little bit sick right now, so hopefully by next week she'll be 100% and she'll be able to join us.
Of course, it's hard, on my part, for me, for them. Want to answer, call me later, when he's done this game. What did you answer? My oldest, my older kids understand, my boys understand, but it's my daughters that kind of really don't. I miss them, I miss them a lot, but it's a sacrifice that you got to do. After the fight, it's all worth it. Once you win, you take them on their little, vacations and take them where they want to go, and it'll be worth it at the end.
But we still haven't accomplished our dream. His dream and my dream. My dream is to make him a world champion, and his dream is to get there. And we haven't accomplished that, so we just got to take it fight by fight now.
Hey guys, Adriana Jimenez here with former champion and knockout king Mike Alvarado. You're taking on undefeated prospect and Arnold Barboza. What kind of fight can fight fans expect?
Oh, they're going to see a very electrifying, real intense type of fight. If Barboza wants to fight back, more better, more the merrier. But I'm coming. I'm going to break him down. I'm going to cut him up. I'm going to make him fight. And we'll see if he has the ammunition to still keep fighting with me. And that's how the fight's going to go.
Mike was on like a winning streak, right? He had won like 5 in a row. He was coming back and he was just like fully motivated, you know, because I don't know if everyone knows the story about Mike, but you know, he became a world champion like at 80% of Mike, you know what I'm saying? Imagine he was like the way he trained, like after, like if he always trained it the way he did, like he would have had much more success.
We knew Mike Alvarado from when he came down to fight Marcus. We actually sparred with them. I believe it was 1 or 2 times. They were training in our gym, and he's actually the reason, him and his manager, that we got into Top Rank.
NABF Junior title fight. Please welcome from Denver, Colorado, Mile High Mike Alvarado. Please welcome to the scale from South El Monte, Arnold Barboza Jr. Both of these fighters looking for a possible title fight after this match. Mike Alvarado weighed in at 139.6. Arnold Barboza Jr. 140.
We had an intense stare off, and you know, we're all hyped up, you know, because you know, again, it was an opportunity for him, right? He was on a 5 like knockout win, coming back and beating me would get him back into like a big stage.
We had to prepare for dangerous Mike Alvarado, and we did that.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the world-famous Staples Center.
It kind of sucked that we had to end up to fight him, you know, but it had to happen.
Former W.B.O Junior welterweight champion.
I felt really strong in that fight, like really strong. You know, I came in really strong. And then I remember like when I was hitting him, I could see his face, and I'm like, damn, you know, so I was like, oh yeah, like they're hurting him, you know, and then he was coming forward, and I was like he wasn't moving me, you know, so I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna happen. And then sure enough, it happened sooner. You know, I thought it was gonna be later rounds, but it happened. When he fouled, like, don't get up. I was like, don't get up, just end it here, man. I was like, I wanted to, you know, get out of here. Man, I think that fight, you know, put my name up.
When I started in South El Monte. I worked there for about 18 years. And again, growing up on the streets and stuff like that, I wanted to help kids. That's how I actually got started. And it was a good feeling when if you could save 1 kid out of 10 or 2 kids out of 10, help them succeed in life, that's the good feeling.
How's the podcast?
Huh?
How's the podcast?
It's good.
All right.
Did you get my text before you went on, or after?
Wait, the one.
But I was the one texting them.
Oh, here?
Yeah, I was texting them. I asked them to ask about Arnold.
yeah.
I said that. I told 5. I said the 5. I wanted them to elaborate more.
And then he told me too about that. For sure, I gotta do a little more, of course, on social media. But it's not me, right? I'm trying, you know, and I have people that are trying for me, but it's hard, you know. I'm not gonna do some funny dances on the gym or something like that, right? I'm not gonna do something stupid.
They were laughing, yeah.
I don't train them what I like, to be honest, on my style, what I like. I go based on the fighter's ability and when the fighters that we're fighting, based on their ability, their styles.
You read it which way you like to go, so I see you like to go right. So I'm start cutting right, start cutting to it right a little bit.
Pulir detalles que no va a quedar nada. En ocasiones el peleador se descuida, deja las manos y está reproduciendo el movimiento de las piernas, la posición de los pies. Todo eso tiene que corregir. Y creo que tiene que estar cerca para estar corrigiendo, porque los pequeños detalles pues son muy importantes.
I mean, we haven't got no easy fights, to be honest. Constantly, the majority of the times we're underdogs and everything. It keeps coming on top. Why? Because his mentality, his preparation, and we got a good team. And Jesus Lopez Sr. and Jr. and Jose de la Torre, we got a complete team now that, you know, sky the limit.
WBA USA champion, Alex El Cholo Saucedo.
Man, that fight, you know, Saucedo's a banger, right? He was known for being a banger, and everyone like says I couldn't, you know, I didn't have heart, right? He was calling me out. His gym was talking trash on social media. I remember they had wanted us to, like, we hadn't fought in a while, and then they wanted, like, in a few months, and they wanted us to fight. He had just fought. I think it was Mark Kriegel, because I think he trains there too. I think he told me, he's like, oh, hey, Saucedo just messaged me, and he said that instead of 6 rounds, he'll knock you out in 3.
Unfortunately, in this day, this era, that's what people get the big fights. They talk a lot of crap, a lot of shit, to be honest.
We will keep walking with feints.
I show my son how to be disciplined, respectful, and inside the ring is a different story.
Hey guys, you're good here, the belt lines are good. Gentlemen, I gave you guys your instruction in the dressing room. I expect a clean, fair fight, start to finish. Take yourself that time, touch up, pull up.
I fought that way, I fought that fight for a reason. You know, I could have boxed, I could have made that fight way easier and took way less punishment. You know, I stood there, threw over 100 punches around.
So here we go, Saucedo and Barboza. Barboza 24-0. They wanted each other, they get it. And right away, stepping to him is Saucedo.
This is mental right here. These two men got bad blood, and Barboza's here to show him that, hey, I'm not running away from you this time. I'm going to stand here and I'm going to fight you. I'm going to fight your fight, and I'm going to beat you in your own fight.
You know, Alex is such a warrior that I thought I didn't know anything was wrong.
It was a brutal fight, to be honest, but looking at Saucedo's history, I mean, he's a brawler, a guy that comes in. Sometimes he gets hit 3 times just for him to hit 1 time. And it was probably not that fight, but that fight had to do a lot with it too, but it's the prior fights. I mean, the history. He's been in wars, you know, mostly all his fights. He gets hit a lot.
When we got to the lockers, like, the doctors really didn't even check me. Like, oh, you're good, okay. And then right away they left, and then they said I had to leave. So I was like, what the hell? So, like, I guess I didn't find out into what happened until, like, the Thursday after the fight. Fighter died with the 1 brain bleed. Like, he had 2. So he's like a miracle, you know what I'm saying? He you know, and you know, and then I talked to him, you know, I called him right away, and we had a conversation, and then and even before I fought in OKC, we had another conversation, and I'm glad he's doing good, you know. It's very unfortunate what happened, but it's what we do, it's what we sign up for, you know. So, you know, I felt a certain way at the beginning, but then it's like after I talked to him, you know, I got like some good closure, right? And I was like, man, like, you know, okay, now like I'm good now, you know, because I was like, man, like, we have families, like, he has kids, you know, like, he could have died, you know what I mean? But then that's what we signed up for, right? We gotta protect ourselves, you know, and man, it was very unfortunate what happened, but yeah, it is what it is.
They won't feel that power until they get in the ring. A lot of people say, you know, they come with the same plan, you know, we'll take him into deep waters. He doesn't know how to fight on the inside, you know, and that was one of the reasons he actually took more punches than necessary on the Saucedo fight, because he wanted to prove a point that he could fight on the inside. I mean, I know he could fight on the inside. A lot of people didn't know that he could fight on the inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside MGM Grand, after 10 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Dave Moretti has the bout 96-93. Max DeLuca and Patricia Morse-Jarman both score the bout 97-92. All in favor for your winner by unanimous decision. And now, the W.B.O Junior Welterweight International Champion, Arnold Barboza Jr.
Arnold Barboza is now 25-0. He outlanded Saucedo 218 punches to 183. And of those 218, 188 were power shots.
That Salcedo fight was so big for me, you know, like, cause I always thought like, okay, title shot. After the Mike Alvarado fight, I always heard like, oh, title shot. Man, oh my God, you're almost there. And I thought this fight was like for sure set deal, like, all right, now I'm next, you know? And then I had so much like, all the hard work that we put in and going back to back and, you know, thinking about it, you know, like I didn't really spend time with the kids because of the August fight, and then right away jump into Big Bear for Salcedo. So I was like, damn, like it was a lot of hard work. So it was a lot of emotion, you know, that I had. And then it was just like my pops, you know, like he's just sacrificed so much for me, you know, like he's done so much for me. So like all that was just like, and I feel like all this is for him, you know, like all I want to do is make him proud. You know what I mean? That's every kid should want to make their dad proud. So that's what I want to do for him. And I'm like, damn, like that bout felt good, you know, that bout felt better than anything else, you know, so that was big for me, you know, and then and after that fight, it was just like, all right, like more doors are gonna open, you know what I'm saying, and it's very unfortunate that, you know, the vision is what it is right now, but you know, I'm pretty sure we're almost there.
Today we are at Salas Boxing Gym. We're going to be sparring with Luis Feliciano, 8 rounds. And thanks to Mr. Salas, El Profe, that gave us the opportunity to come to his facility. Nice facility. Good sparring over here. We actually decided to come up here for the sparring partners, and we usually go to Big Bear for training camps, but this time facility wasn't available, so we came up here.
Strong. I've seen him improve so much from the first fight to this fight. This last fight, they used to have fighters in the amateurs. They used to beat me too. I used to hate fighting their fighters. I chose fighters and their fighters.
Before we even start sparring session, that's one of the plans that we try and put a plan together based on the opponent that we're fighting, and you got to get the perfect sparring partner for that. And we have the perfect guy for the sparring partner, Luis Feliciano, right now.
It's crazy. Pretty much every camp we worked.
Yeah, for like 3 years now. 3 years.
I never like in amateurs. Like when I went to the big nationals, like it was there. Luis Feliciano, man, he's been with me for like 3 years now, and we've been working. You know, he's been with me in camp all the time. I know Ruben Torres is with me, Michael Dutchover, they've been with me too. But like I said, coming out of Vegas is different because everyone's new. But I said Feliciano, he's still working with us now, and then we have some other guys that we're throwing in there as well.
We don't hardly talk a lot, to be honest. In the gym, it's all strictly business. Once we leave everything in the gym, whether I'm not happy with what he's doing or whatever, I mean, we don't let it carry over. We'll discuss it. We'll discuss it at the gym, but we'll let it sit right there at the gym. And once you go home, forget about it.
Hey, we got one more call coming in. Okay. I'm going to take this call. He has a question. It says, undefeated Arnold Barboza. Hold on real quick. Let me see. Bring him on. Hey, Arnold. Arnold, this is Rich Ortiz of the Fighter's Voice. Welcome to the show. What's your question for TeoFimo Lopez Sr.?
His dad mentioned my name in an interview that I got sent from somebody that was right next to him. That he wasn't being he was kind of talking to somebody and someone recorded him and then he brought up my name. And then in an interview after that, he said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get Barboza as a tuna fight, and then we're gonna fight this." What the fuck? I ain't no tuna fight. You got me fucked up. Right? So I was like, nah. So then I messaged, like I said, I messaged the dad personally. I went on Instagram and I messaged him because I don't have his number. So I messaged him and I told him, hey, what's up? What's going on? And I messaged him all kind of shit. And then but not disrespectful either. Hey, what's going on? You want to get a fight? Let's make it happen. Didn't message me back. So I don't know how to get a hold of him. So he went on on a podcast and I called in and that's how I got to talk to him, and then we kind of exchanged some words.
I see the video from a buddy of mine, and on the video I had Lopez Sr. My name basically came out of his mouth and said that that they're looking to fight me in January, right?
Oh shit!
Respect, that was cool. I appreciate. That's what we want.
Oh, Barboza, Barboza,
Barboza, yes. And so the next video I see Lopez mentioned me again for January, but this time he threw a little disrespect in it, saying that I was a tuna fight.
If I say something to a fighter, or if I say something, it's because I really feel that. I'm not doing it because what do they call it, for clout, right, or whatever that is. So I don't do that for that, right? I just do it because I really mean it.
I hope and pray that he sees me at a tuna fight. When the time comes,
we don't see nobody. Don't even come up like that, bro. We don't underestimate nobody. That's why we always stay in shape, baby.
The fuck out of his son. He thinks his son's fucking goddamn.
We don't do that.
But
we don't do that.
That motherfucker's very basic.
Let me start off by saying I respect Teo as a fighter. I think he's talented, and so it's not really the TeoFimo him personally. I think. It's his dad, and I think it's sad because the son has to answer for his dad, And
I'll make him basic. So if he wants to do it, keep the same energy. Keep be a man of his word, and let's get it.
I
let's
think
get it January, February, whatever time I have to wait for his son, I'll do it. No,
let's see what we do.
Rick is friends with Dave McWater, your manager, and will call him and get it done if you truly want the Barboza fight. Manager Rick Meridian.
Like I said, we already gonna fight whoever the hell we have in front of us, bro.
One of the reasons that he was ranked as high as number 2, I believe, by the W.B.O and number 5 by the WBC, and we're waiting for Lopez. We agreed to the fight for Lopez. I mean, there was never no contract signed, but I know Rick and Lopez manager, they were mentioning the fight. Yeah, they wanted the fight. So time keeps going by, keeps getting past.
My main concern is Josh Taylor. That's the dude I want. That's the dude that got the belts. That's the dude that has done something in the game of boxing.
He didn't want to fight, right? And it's a smart decision, coming off that loss and, and the surgeries and stuff. I think for once his team made a good decision.
Just go home, right? And hope that we freaking get you.
Fuck, man, your son's a wild fucking puncher. He ain't shit. Your son ain't shit. He knows he ain't shit. You win one fucking fight and you're fucking. Well, what crippled?
Watch when he fucking does those. Watch when he does those placement punches on your freaking chin.
I'm not that type of person that go into social media. It's rare the time that I'm in social media, to be honest. As long as he doesn't try and disrespect me in front of social media, I mean, there's something else. But if you try and disrespect me just in front of me, I mean, it'll be a little bit different.
I just want people to know what type of fighter I am, man. I'm an exciting fighter. To me, I think little by little people are gonna find out, more. I'm trying to do the social media thing for you guys. Fucking hard, but man, I mean, just want to let people know. I just want people to see my, my style, my skills, my heart, and hopefully, I give some exciting fights for everybody.
First, family man. That's his ultimate goal. After boxing, what you want, accomplish something, be smart, and invest, and because this is a tough sport.
It's just a grind, man. And you know, and it's like when you're in the gym, it's like you're a superhero, you know, you're like your own, like you can be whatever you want to be in there, you know, and it's crazy, man. It's hard to explain, you know, but being in the gym, it's cool, man. It's like when you're in the gym, the outside world don't matter, you know, until like you get out of the gym, you know, and then you're like, oh shit, I gotta do this. But I mean, man, it's amazing.
I came from a background, gangs and stuff like that. Fortunately, with my son and all that, we broke the cycle, and we're all hard-working family. Thanks to my wife, to be honest, she's the one that helped me change my life around. That's from where I came from to what I feel that I have accomplished. I feel good.
We come from a family, man, of just, you know, everyone's a hard worker. They hustle, man. All my dad and his brothers, man, they're out there, man, hustling and doing their thing. You know, it's good. It's good motivation as a kid. You know, you see that, and you see like you know, a lot of success, right? You see like a lot of my cousins are successful as well. So you know, our you know, my uncles and my pops, and we set good examples, you know. And it means a lot, man, and to represent, you know, the last name, man, and me trying, you know, putting it out there more, I'm happy, man, and I hope my dad's happy. Well, if you don't know, now you know.